Question that I don't understand about our region, and this is the question: why are average citizens not brought in at the planning stage of what's going to happen in our region? Why are we so often brought in after the decision has been made and we're only there to tweak the finer points, instead of being brought in at the planning stage, the strategic stage, where the decisions are made of what we need to do to move forward? Citizens aren't asked at that point. It's like we feel dismissed, that our experiences aren't necessary. But what actually happens is that nobody in this region ever owns the plan. It's always a top-down decision, and it says, hey, here's this great lakefront plan, and I'm only using this as an example. Isn't this wonderful? Well, you've set yourself up for people to say, well, wait a minute, you forgot Dike 14. Well, wait a minute. What about ODOT and it's 50 miles and you're going to bring it down to 35? Whereas if people were brought in at the bottom, when you're pulling in all these ideas, those things are not major at that point. They're just, oh yeah, we've got to remember to put that in, to take that out of the plan, or we've got to find out, we've got to do our research so it doesn't become a stumbling block. But I have been in so many rooms with so many master plans that the citizens in the room see a glaring hole or something that just wasn't thought of. And so you're immediately brought into us versus them. Well, they don't understand. We spent 200 hours planning this beautiful map. How could you not love it? It doesn't mean that we don't love it, that we don't believe in the vision. All it is saying is, why didn't you ask earlier? And it wouldn't have been confrontational. It wouldn't be adversarial. So I think that sometimes our leaders today aren't comfortable with opening up the dialogue, and we need to be. What do we have to lose? Except maybe you add on 7 more hours of planning. It's a hell of a lot easier to change it at the beginning than it is to change it when you've all got, you've paid the printing costs, you've put it on the internet, and you've done all this. And you know what? If people don't come to those meetings, if they don't take the access, and they don't, then you say, hey, we asked for your input. You weren't there. We used the people who came to the table. You then have stopped a lot of naysaying. I don't understand why they do that. And they will say that they do it. We had it in the paper, we had it here, we had it there, but no, you didn't. You had it after it was on paper, and here are the points. This is step 1, step 2, step 3. That's not when you ask people for input. You asked before it becomes step 1, step 2, step 3.